Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Laura A Music Corner. I am back for another music reaction. I will be doing a first time reaction to Epica song on Darkness Dies in Light. This will be a lyric video. I was searching around in the internet to see if there was a live version in the symphonic synergy, and I didn't find anything. Now, if you guys attended the show, let me know if they played this song. I really would like to know. So hopefully there will be a future video for a live act for this song. So yeah, so I will be doing this reaction. I don't know what to expect, but hey, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. So let's sit back, relax, and enjoy some Epica. Darkness dies in light. Okay, let's get to it. That was freaking amazing. I'm being really sincere about this. I really enjoy everything. Everything. And it touched me so deeply because like I know we're all going through challenges in this world, depending, what part of the world we all live in. It doesn't matter. Um, but just to see these wonderful words are being thrown at me, and just to make me reflect as a person who has been on the spiritual journey since 2018. Okay, so that's why I can understand a lot of the messages, because I've been in my own spiritual journey of being awakened. Because it stems me, my personal story, it stems from things that I've been through um, since coming out of the cradle. And like this is like my basically my second channel, but in my first channel when I created, it was meant to guide, and not guide, but share my stories and things that how I see the world through my set of perspective, and just to make people think and find something to change within themselves. And so being on that journey till creating the second channel I consider is like let my hair down, enjoy some time listening to music, because music has been my hobby since as a kid. So just to hear a band like Epica pretty much bringing out the messages that I've been feeling throughout my journey is really important to me. And it validates and keeps me going as a person that has been going through the war, coming out of the darkness, and I really thank Epica for really trying to reignite my soul and not giving up on my journey, because like we all come from different parts of the world. Some we may be rich, some may be poor, but we all try to put a positive message no matter what the platform we come from that we use. It's a matter of how we convey the message. And I'm the type that I'm very blunt. Like if I'm going to share something so honest, it's because I'm sharing it from my perspective as a person who's been through the war in my own life. And I really try to pretty much not, like to have an open mind on the different facets of people's lives, no matter what. And just to hear the song, it was just like so wonderful to hear. I love the instrumental of every aspect of the song. There were some parts that made me have chills to my bone. I'm just like, yes, 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 yes. And I'm gonna push back the video. I'm gonna stop along the way and share certain parts of the music that I really enjoy, and maybe some of the messages that are how I felt that it pertained to me as person who's going through this same journey too. So yeah, it's gonna be a long one. Okay, so I'm gonna start again. I love how they started that beginning of the video. It sounds so grand. It's to me, I look at this video like if it's an opening to a grand movie that we're gonna all watch. And I just love the sound of the orchestra sound, especially with a lot of the instruments being used. And I just love how, again, it sounded so grand, how you are experiencing their journey. And so, love the opening piece. I love how, like, Simone keeps it light. And I just like between her and Mark's growls, because the thing is, like, I can tell that they're both, both are singing about the same time, but she is maintaining the voice of light and he is maintaining the voice of darkness. And it's almost like they're like, part of the video will say like they're trying to come aligned. So it's just like it works very well. And then I just love he says he's the slayer of damnation. And that is like really powerful to me, because I think in our own way, who are people of the good light, is trying to pretty much slay the damnation of the world, and you could use it in different levels of how you use that tool. And so I really enjoyed that piece right there. I am the sorcerer divine. Our heart is all of strength to shape our destiny. Jesus the seed of every. You are the chosen one. A silent night, a force of life. Fill my heart with wonders to believe in a gift of hope, so pure and bright. Our souls alive as darkness dies in light. You see what I mean? It's like they both now, the way they're trying to work this song, it's almost like they have to be aligned with the light and the dark. So I really enjoyed that they were able to bring that together and just sound very unified. And I just love how Simone consistently keeps it even, like not you don't need to be the high soprano at that moment, but just continue light, airy, really fresh. Chosen one. A silent night, a voice of life. Fill my heart with wonders to believe in a gift of hope, so pure and bright. Our souls alive as darkness dies in light. I'm gonna ask you guys, I'm not sure what is translated in, I believe this is Latin. If you guys know what exactly is the meaning for these verses, please drop a comment here, because it is I'm very intrigued with it. And I just like how they switched it to this point, like it sounded very ominous. And so, yeah, this part was just like, it kind of like threw me off because I was not expecting it, but I just am very intrigued. This is where my hair stood up. This is where the hair stood up when he Mark was saying that. I was just like, because it really touched my soul. Okay? Because like I, it's, sometimes we get so discouraged in life. Okay? And I'm no exception. Even though I have two channels, I try to put content on both channels. But sometimes you get tapped out of the creation. And yet, to find the energy to continue moving forward, it's, it sometimes it gets to you as a human being because, we're no exception, that we are human beings with, limitations. And just to see these words hitting at me, it's almost like, hello. You need to keep doing this. Do it. Just do it. Like it's like feeding all this energy into me and almost like saying, guess what? It's time. So I really was touched. And then just when the switch of the music started kicking in on the guitar, my hairs just stood up because I was just like, I was not expecting it. And I just wasn't sure where this part was heading, but I get it. I really get it. And I'll explain after that piece is done. Like between, I don't know why I don't know why Elise keeps coming up. I'm like, well, this is not your time, girl. um, so the way the fluctuation between the chorus and then the guitar, it's almost like the guitar riffs that are happening in this point. It feels like if it was a battle that you're having. Not a battle in the physical realm, as in between humans, but the battle within yourself as the person, fighting yourself between the good and the light. And it's almost like your mind is going into mayhem. And that's how I felt. Like the way the tunnels, like this fire, was the fire here. And as it keeps going through different realms, it's almost like going through different realms, but there's still fire around it. It felt like if it was a battle between the good and light, and almost like you are leaving the darkness, like escaping it. And that's how I saw it in this part. And I really love how they were able to capture that sound to signify the escaping moment, just walking away from it, just running away from it, and just keeping moving forward. That was very clever. more time. You see, that part I was kind of like, okay, I need to really go back to that piece because once you see that break of the dawn, of the light, and then my feelings of this is just basically fighting, fighting, and just transition. It's almost like you're going through a transition period of like, okay, you let go a lot of the stuff that you've been through, but you have to almost like purifying your mind and soul before you lose touch of the light of the world. And so it's really kind of a complex thing to even share through this platform, but I get it because sometimes you think you have all the time in the world because you know what, Laura will be there, she'll be there, and I'm just saying as a generic type of scenario, like you have a good thing in life, and I'm going to use me as an example. Oh yeah, Laura's here, she's always has my back, she's always going to be there. I'll get back to when I get back to her, and then when before you know it, guess what, that train is gone. Guess what? Your light is no longer around to shed for others. And it's almost the same symbol as in, you have to get past it. Because if you don't get past that moment of darkness and just moving forward, guess what? You'll die in darkness, whether you're alive or not. So it's a very deep thing. It's a very deep thing. It's a very complicated, but I get it. I love how they did this piece because it's almost like they switched the music differently, and then Cohen did an amazing job here because between the guitar and him and adding that little I know the word of it, harpsichord sound. It sounded really very different, and so I really enjoyed just this piece between the musicians here. That brief second, it feels like they're like almost like having a dual battle between the musicians, so it's almost like a friendly dual battle going on there. You see, that was the motivation I needed. I'm gonna pull it back because that was that was my message right there to me. When he sang that part, I was like, that was for me right there. And that's why you see me going like this, because I resonated. Yes. I didn't want to stop because honestly, nothing more that I can say will top it. And nothing more because I think with the messages that Epica convey for all of us, I think no amount of words is going to justify anything that I'm going to say about the last piece, because I think it's really important for all of us to, you know, just move forward, you know. And it was kind of funny because I'm going to share a personal story, and I'll promise I'll make it short. But recently, this morning I was having a conversation with my sister, and we were talking about how things are so crazy in this world and how it's really hard for her to get past the sadness because of all the injustice, how people are living and treating each other. And all I can comfort her is live in the present right now, disconnect what's going on around you, create your memories with your family, find a way to get grounded. And I think that is really important for all of us. Just make sure, stay grounded, live in the now, and let go of things you can't control. And that is something that I'm personally learning how to do. Because you know what? We can't fix everyone in the world. Everybody has to fix themselves. And yes, it does affect others at times. But in the meantime, just find a way to stay happy and learn to be free. So, yeah, that was my message to her this morning, and it's kind of resonating why I'm doing this music reaction today, because it was a message for me too, just to keep igniting my light. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. And if you guys don't believe, excuse me, because my throat is going and my voice is going. So, with all the music reactions that I've been doing so far, I did add Fight to Survive on the last reaction. So, that has been added in my playlist. So, I wrote add for Darkness Dies in Light. So, that will be going on my playlist, and I'll be playing it a lot in my personal time. So, yeah, I am here for it. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you for checking out my music reactions. I really enjoy spending my time with you guys because it really helps me. Um, just focus on the here and now. Especially when my health has been declining quite a bit as of lately, and hopefully get myself so regulated in the future. So I'm working really hard on that. And yeah, there will be more reactions, so I'm not going away. And I really enjoyed the journey with you guys. So thank you again for, spending time with me. If you enjoyed this reaction, you guys know what to do. If you are new to the channel, you are very much welcome to subscribe. And I hope to see you guys soon at the next music reaction. Have a good day or evening. I'll see you soon. Bye.